the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, the calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 18 carries, 90 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. down. Here's Brett Kern to punt the football away as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, they'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on second and 16. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. A little juke. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but
the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Fields going to keep it once more. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on that is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Got exactly what they wanted there out of the RPO and had the defense out of position.
One word for you there. Excellent. Because he read all the keys properly, made the right decision, and look at the result. Pretty substantial game.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
He used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. .14-yard line, 2nd and 11.
corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Now the point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Off the draw, here's Williams. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. And the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over.
And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off play action, Fields.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Fields on first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Wilson's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime with halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. Fields going to get this to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they've been a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Now it's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over. On 1st down, Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Wilson. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 93 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Again, it's Williams. Shifts by him. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams will try again, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Perky with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chicago offense set to get started. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Out to his left.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Play action. It's Fields.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Fields going to keep it once more.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos on. To start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he gave a defender the runaround there on his way to a gain of about 8. Really nicely done. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Nifty move.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. 14 yards that time for number 14. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. 8 yards on the pickup.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Broncos add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Fields now to throw.
Being chased out left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
4th down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a solid run down inside the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Broncos, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And